This is one for the spiritual. And that's out. Tesla's secret to the universe. Which one is it? Is it 369? Or is it frequency, energy, and vibration? Because he said both. He said both. 369. Numbers. Most important thing about that is the 3. The 3 is the key to this specific reality, not the universe. A reality within the universe. The 3 is the secret to that. So what does the 3 represent? We live in a 3-dimensional experience. The world is, we experience it in 3 dimensions. But that's not all the dimensions that there are. In order to experience the other dimension, we need to figure out what is it about this 3-dimensional space that we need to let go of or not have attachment to. So we're supposed to not be attached to this reality. Well, how do we experience this reality? Good, bad, up, down, left, right, strong, weak, war, peace. We experience this constant back and forth, tick-tock, on, off, 1 and 0. We experience this world in this state of duality constantly. Everything that we experience is in a state of duality. And we're like, oh, that's good. Nope, that's bad. That's true. That's false. And there is no kind of true or kind of false. It's either true or it's false. This thing keeps going out on me. But listen, I'm telling you, the secret is to find out masculine versus feminine, another state of duality. But the masculine and the feminine can actually come together. They can come together and form something that we've never seen before. Something outside of this reality we experience as duality. The trifecta. We're going to be hearing a lot about a trifecta as we move forward. It's not teacher and student. There's a third element that we need to our education, and it's not this concept of duality. It's finding what is that other experience that we can have within this 3-dimensional reality. That is the secret behind 3. We go from duality into a triality. And the trifecta is the foundation to that, where we discover what is that perfect marriage between masculine and feminine. What happens if it's not up or down? It's the secret to this reality. This thing is really out, but it doesn't look like it. Just goes out really easy, I guess. That's the truth. Both Taya and I experienced the 3. See, in the same way that the masculine experiences it, it's a very concrete experience. It's something that we seek science for. That's why most men are in STEM fields, because we're very, very much attuned to finding out what's at that level below dimension 1. What is dimension 0? What is that like? What is that like? Like, we have a fascination to find out what that is, and we have a laser-like focus in the work that we do, because we're always looking for that most significant detail, that magic thing, that thing that makes the world tick, that secret to the universe, this experience that we have, this reality that we see. And it's beautiful, because as we discover stuff within that realm, we discover things in other realms. We're going to be open to other realms. What's an example of another realm? Okay, well, just like 369 was one of the secrets to the universe that Tesla talked about. Just a side note on that. Electrical currents. We don't have to think of it that way anymore. It's not an on-off alternating thing. That direct current stuff might even actually give us a clue. What's it like when it's not on or off? What's it like when it's not a duality, an experience of duality? I don't know. What Tesla did was show us a limitation of the 3D, a limitation to us seeking the smallest particle. That focus actually takes us away from an experience that is equally as foundational as all of that, finding that trifecta, that 3 secret to the universe. This is definitely out. Women find energy. This is why sometimes the masculine and the feminine can't agree on what spirituality looks like. We're looking for something on the other side of nothing. We're focused on trying to figure out what is it that what reveals itself when we go below dimension 1. And women are saying, what reveals itself when we make an ascension, where we become energy. We're not just meat and bones. The ascension is the feminine to what science is to the masculine. All right. What is the trifecta to that? Because that is how we experience duality. To what level we experience duality. What's it like when the masculine and the feminine become one? That's marriage. And that's a tangent. You know, there are a lot of videos that I listen to that they don't make a lot of sense to me. And so I kind of disconnect from them, you know? I hear what they're saying. I'm not disagreeing. In fact, sometimes it's really fascinating news. But the fascination of the news really is diminishing. Even the really good news, like the leading edge, spearheaded news that's coming out, it's like, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. There's something way bigger than that. It's almost like we're distracting ourselves from an ascension of our consciousness. You know, we've heard about that from some of those spiritual communities where they say, you know, this is an attack on our consciousness. But I mean, what they're doing is that they want to put this ID in your brain with a chip. And that chip has, what capability would that chip have? Science, the secret of the three, is showing itself up as a horror. We need to embrace the spiritual. We need to embrace that energy that the women have discovered as their parallel to three. Three is to men what spirituality is to women, what energy is to women. Where do we find the most profound, miraculous energy? First of all, I find it in Taya. To the degree that I am masculine, she is radiantly, beautifully, divinely feminine. And not the feminine that we are accustomed to seeing. And this is why I never really ever found much of an attraction for women that wore lots of makeup, because to me that's not feminine. Taya's connection with Source, Taya's connection with that fundamental principle of spirituality is something that we have to embrace, or we will crumble. We will lose the war. Because for the first time, we're actually freeing ourselves by discovering what the fourth dimension looks like. It will become a completely revolutionized way of thinking. And we will never, ever be the same again. This is an acceleration of our consciousness, like unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, my nose gets so itchy, I don't know why. The Clintons. They only want to destroy. They don't care about anything else. They want power so bad. They are so low on the totem pole. They're literally scrambling, doing everything they possibly can to hold on to whatever hatred they have, to justify it. to have power. And they're nothing. They are nothing compared to a level of war that's happening at a higher level. And the good news is that whole other war happening at that higher level we can win this war.